The job market right now is really tough for those who are trying to find a job, but it's even tougher for those people who already got a job because the layoff wave just keeps going. There are so many employees out there who's worked hard for the same company for the past 4 or 5 years who find themselves getting fired by the same company. It isn't just some performance related issue. No, these companies are going through mass changes. They find themselves not needing the same employees anymore and that they can afford to downsize and increase their company profits for their shareholders, so they end up doing that. Because when companies have to choose between their employees and shareholders, they always choose shareholders. A lot of people forget about this fact when working for a company asking for loyalty, but they don't realize the companies won't reciprocate that loyalty to them. What's even more ironic is that when companies fire a bunch of workers, usually their stock prices go up because the shareholders will think the company will make more profits and not have to pay so many workers. It is a big problem how many people are getting laid off in this current environment, and it needs to be addressed.
Not expecting to cry when I was making this video. Get ready with me as I talk with y'all about how I've been unemployed for 7 months. And yes, although I've been handling all with grace, it gets to a point where it really starts getting to you. And this is like the most vulnerable, honestly, like I'm being when it comes to me being unemployed. But
corporate loyalty is very one-sided, and I promise you, they do not give a
Getting fired from a job is probably the best thing that could happen to somebody, right? I got fired probably, June of 2024 for my social media manager job. And when I took that Zoom meeting, it was my manager, and HR lady was, but they were like, hey Les, we're gonna terminate you, right? I started smiling in their face, like cynical, like the Joker before he commits crime type of smile. And they were super silent because they're like, in their head, I'm thinking they're like, why is this smiling really hard at us? So I end the Zoom call. And I just take that as a sign from God to go and pursue my own path. Because at this point, I probably worked 10 jobs. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go all in on the internet and make a fucking bag. And that was my sign and getting pushed in that direction, right? So the reason I'm saying this is because if you get laid off from a job or you're going through a hard point, you gotta realize maybe this is the best thing that could ever happen to you, because it was the best thing that ever happened to me. And I turned my life up 1,000%. I moved out of my parents' place. I moved to a different spot in Seattle. I turned that up. I moved all the way to Tampa. I bought a fucking Tesla. I travel a lot. I went to Japan, Mexico, Puerto Rico, Sweden. I did a lot of shit. And none of that would have happened if I didn't get fired from my job, right? I could have took it as like, oh fuck, my life sucks, right? But I didn't. I took it as, oh fuck, let's turn it up a little bit. So keep that in mind, and don't let anybody ever fucking dictate your future.
If I'm laid off next week, I think the thing that will bug me the most is that the fact that I have spent the last 2.5, 3 months onboarding a new job, and the first few months in a new job is usually the most difficult one, right? You have to get to know new people, new processes, new product details, and I spent a lot of efforts making sure that 2026 will be a good year, successful year, setting up many campaigns. And if next Tuesday, if I'm laid off, it will mean nothing. And it means that we had to find another job and start over the process of the first 90 days on a job again. So that is super annoying.
So I got laid off. That's fun. I actually got laid off on Friday, and now it's Tuesday. I've never been laid off before where I have been asked to work 2 business days after that layoff. So I don't really know what to do with my time right now. Sitting at my desk with my coffee, and I was told to take Friday off to process my feelings. Take the day, generous as they are. But of course I didn't do that. I bounced between crashing out and and disassociating, and I transferred all my files onto the shared drive but as my last petty act of rebellion, I didn't organize them. People pleaser, little millennial in me wouldn't allow me to simply just not do anything. But I'm sitting here and I am not logged into Teams. I don't really know that I want to log into Teams. I suppose that my boss will have to email me if he wants to get a hold of me. But yeah, I don't really know what I'm meant to be doing for the next, 16 hours that I owe them. I have my Kindle. I have some embroidery projects down here that I could, work on, and I have my own laptop so I can apply to jobs, I guess. So in that case, if you see anything, if you know of anything, anybody who needs a marketing manager with over a decade of experience, been working in events the last couple years, hit me up. I'll be here. Not working.
There's no easy way to say this, but I got laid off before my birthday at the beginning of this year and before Christmas a couple days ago. So 2 layoffs 1 year, and it really sucks because I've lost a lot this year. And I was reflecting on the things I'm grateful for and how I want to reimagine the term laid off. So I came up with this acronym: lay all of it down, optimistic for the future. That's been holding me during this time, and also thinking about the time that I'm getting back to rest, reset, and reflect as I prepare to build my coaching business. There's never a good time to be laid off, but I know that this will be a setup for my come up. So if you want to follow me on the next 3 months of figuring out what the heck I'm going to do with my life, follow me. Okay. Until next time.
Anyone else has gotten laid off around the holidays? I just got laid off today. Here's what I am taking from this. We will be okay. The silver lining is we will have the next few weeks to recharge. I'm going to put everything I have into doing projects around the house that I've been putting off for months. I know that's not your fault. If you got laid off, all I had to do was some kind of budgeting issue. Shouldn't be a reflection on you. Don't be hard on yourself. I say this because I'm trying to remind myself of the same thing. This is my first time getting laid off. Who knows? Maybe we will find something else in between that time that we're incredibly passionate about, and that ends up being our new job.
Story time. I woke up last Thursday, employed, went to sleep, jobless. We gotta talk about it. Come on. Okay, y'all, let's jump into it. All right, so your boy, if you didn't know, I work in tech, right? Basically, the CEO was just saying this. He said, look, the company's revenue didn't really do as good, and I can't really afford to roll anymore, basically, right? He said, you're a good dude and all this stuff and all this good spill, right? But when he was telling me this, I wasn't tripping. Yo, I was not tripping because guess what? Did I really feel fulfilled at that job? Not really, for real, for real. Did I really feel like this was a purpose? Nah, not really, right? And also too, I know God is working things out on my behalf. Maybe I don't understand it. Maybe I don't get it now, but I will eventually. You know what I'm saying? This is the thing. God is in control of our lives. So if he allowed this to happen, he allowed this to happen for a reason. I want all my people, right, that's out there that's going through this, that's been laid off, that's been fired and this and that. I don't want want you to think of yourself as a failure. You're not a failure. Maybe God got something bigger and better for you. In this new season that I'm in, y'all, hopefully this can encourage somebody. It's just lean on God more than ever. He's all knowing. He knew this was going to happen, and he knows what's going to come next. So lean on him more. Also, too, you got to hit the ground running. You got to hit up this person, connect with that person. Like, look, your network is your net worth. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to apply to places, hit up this one. Don't be prideful. Put the pride to the side. Hit up your friends, hit up your family, hit up people that may go to your church, hit up all these things, right? And just make sure that you're putting yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? Also, too, another thing why I'm really not as stressed is because I saved some money. You know what I'm saying? I saved it for a rainy day. And my whole thing is this, it's like sometimes God got something better and bigger for you. You know what I'm saying? So don't let stuff like this really like stress you out and all this stuff. Yeah, it's happened. It's unfortunate, but it happened for a reason, right? And at the end of the day, all I can do is put my best foot forward, maximize my day, and let's get to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, why be stressed out? Why mope? Why cry? And all these stuff. Honestly, feel those emotions when they come. Feel it, you know? But also, too, you got to think about it. We will never get a day back. We will never get time back. So use your time wisely. You know what I'm saying? Maximize your day. Hey, it is what it is. We're going to keep this thing. Hey, look, one monkey don't stop the show. One monkey don't stop the show. We're going to keep this show going on. Come on, man.
I genuinely don't know what to do anymore. It's like everything that used to matter is out the window. It doesn't matter what your experience is. It doesn't matter how smart you are. It doesn't matter how innovative you are. It doesn't matter if you went to college. It doesn't matter if you went to grad school. It seems like all that matters now is literally if you were born into wealth, if you're lucky, or your parents, or you just have the connections. Because as somebody who with 10 years of corporate experience working at some of the most prestigious companies in the world, great communicator, might look like shit now, but I genuinely can't find any way to make money. I can't get a job anywhere. I can't get a call back. I can't get an email back. I can't get a referral. I apply to jobs and I don't even get a rejection letter. And I get why people be suicidal, bro. I get why people want to check out, or people go crazy, or just want to run away, because this life does not make sense, man. It doesn't. You don't get in life what you deserve. Working hard does not always pay off. That's a lie. A lot of this life that a lot of people would not admit to you is luck and family. It's not about how smart you are. It's not about what you're capable of. It's not about if you're a good worker. It ain't about none of that shit. This is about literally if someone's willing to give you a chance. And I don't know when that chance time is going to come for me. But I'm not okay. But I'm trying, though. You know what I'm saying? So, can't afford therapy, can't afford health insurance, can't even get a job at Home Depot because I'm too qualified. Maybe I should just make up another identity with, like, no experience. Maybe that's what I should do. I don't know.
Let me let y'all in on a little secret, okay? Right now, I am not able to do hair. I have limited mobility in my left arm, so I cannot provide any quality services, okay? I don't have a backup plan right now that I can just immediately start a new job tomorrow. So I am applying to jobs and I am having to go back to corporate America, okay? But in the meantime, in the between time, just know, I don't know what the fuck I'm about to do. Yes, I can go get another job in the nightlife and possibly have another job in the nightlife by this weekend. But as somebody who has been an entrepreneur, who has been a hairstylist for over a decade, y'all, I'm trying to figure some shit out, and I'm trying to keep it transparent and honest with you guys, because a lot of people don't be wanting to tell y'all this is the ugly side of being a business owner and the ugly side of being a hairstylist. Let me go into detail. So I started out having issues with my hand, carpal tunnel, then my hip. Keep in mind, this is all happening in my late 20s. Then it was my shoulder. Now it's my left shoulder and my left arm, and I can't even lift it over my head. Yes, I can move my hand. All of this is happening, and I'm only 30 years old. I am too old for this stuff to be, too young for this stuff to be happening to me. Like, what is really going on? So with me also being an actor, I have to protect my body. I have to protect my asset. So that means that I do have to step away from hair for a little while. So that means that I'm not begging for money. I'm not asking for a handout. I'm just being real transparent. I'm a very creative person, so I come up with shit all the time. Very intelligent person, so I know I can get me a job. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. However, right now, my immediate thing is to do content. So I'm about to be dumping this content out like 30 posts a day. You hear me? So if y'all see my content, interact with it, share it, stay for at least a minute or two if it's a long form video. I'm about to try to get back on YouTube. Content is about to be my source of income until I can get another source of income. And I'm not on here trying to act like something I'm not and be fake because it'd be too many people faking. No, hair was my main source of income. And I was making good ass money, talking 6 figures on some years doing hair. But this year really showed me that it's time to pivot because my income was cut in half this year. Yeah, the economy, clients didn't have the money, but now my body is acting up to where I can't even do hair anyway. So it's like, Portia, what are you about to do? What are you about to do? You need to figure something else out. I was going back to school to get my psychology degree. I actually was starting to go, I was going to go back to school for cosmetology starting on my birthday, January 5th. All of this has changed. Everything has changed. All the plans that I had for 2026 for my life is now changed. Not spiraling because it's like, come what may, God has a bigger plan for me. That's like somebody getting laid off from their job. You know what I'm saying? What do you do when you get laid off from your job? Yeah, you can go file unemployment. Yeah, you might get a severance pay. Yeah, you might get pivot. But right there in that very moment, you can't do anything but sit in it. So that is what I'm doing. I'm sitting in it. I just got laid off from my damn job. The end. Watch the content and engage. I ain't asking for your money.
I got laid off. I had just 6 months prior bought my first ever brand new car. I had started paying off my long-standing credit card debt, but I wasn't quite done with it yet. So I got laid off with $60,000 in credit card and car debt. To make it even more fun, I was planning 2 weddings. 2 weddings. Both my kids were getting married. I was planning and paying for both their weddings at the time. I had no backup plan. Zero backup plan. So layoffs always suck. They're never convenient, and I am not unique in the fact that my layoff was traumatic for me. But my layoff taught me something powerful and something that I will take with me for the rest of my life. My layoff taught me that I cannot count on someone else's company. I cannot count on corporate America to take care of me financially and secure my financial future ever again. And I was able to find a new job, but in that new job, I never will find the security that I thought I had before because it was all fake. So what my layoff taught me was that I needed to find a new way. I needed to find a safety net. I needed to find something that would provide for me and my family should any of the other what ifs happen. Because of my layoff, I was able to find digital marketing. Because of my layoff, I was able to find a blueprint that walked me step by step through setting up my online business. It taught me skills that are transferable so that I can now make other online businesses work. It taught me how I can have daily pay. It taught me how I can do income earning activities in just 2 hours a day so it can work around my crazy busy schedule. Layoffs suck, but I'm really thankful for my layoff. If this resonates with you in any way, shape, or form, I want you to comment safety. And I'm gonna get you the same blueprint that got me started.
Hey guys, I haven't made videos like this, but I just got let go from the University of Florida as an employee. They didn't tell me why. There's all sorts of things I have to do now. But in the meantime, while I'm looking for a new job, there will be some more sim racing content, it looks like, and possibly even more Japanese content while I go to class, so stay tuned.
I was fired from my job of 6 years today in the most ridiculous way. Let's fucking talk about it. This place is a small business, so there's not very many employees. So basically the owner is selling to this other person who's worked there for the last 2 years. He was gonna have us fill out applications if we wanted to keep our jobs, but it wasn't guaranteed that we'd be able to keep them. Well, I wasn't gonna fill one out because I've already been trying to find another job, but like I thought I'd still have like a month or something. Last night I get a text from the other person who does my job, and she said, I was asked to work tomorrow because you wanted a day off. Do you want to take Wednesday instead? And I'm like, I never said I couldn't work tomorrow. This is my fucking shift. I've worked every Tuesday morning for the last 3 years. Like, that's my shift. So I texted my boss and I was like, I'm confused. Like, why did you ask her to work tomorrow when, like, I never said I couldn't work tomorrow? And he's like, I asked her if she was available. Why is it any of your business? Well, bitch, first of all, what the fuck? It's my business because it's been my shift for 3 years. What do you mean? Texted him twice. He never fucking responded to me last night. I'm like, whatever. I don't even know if I'm going to be going to work tomorrow. Like, this don't fucking sound good. I just know he's trying to get me to quit or some dumb shit. Okay, then my other coworker, she's worked there for 16 years. We're real close. She texted me this morning. She was fucking fired today. I was like, you're joking, right? She's like, no, called me and said the other kid is taking over this weekend and he's letting me go. I'm like, all right, if you're getting fucking let go, that means I'm getting let go. I already fucking know. Still haven't gotten a text from him. I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna call him. He didn't answer. I texted him again. I said, can you just let me know if I'm fired? Like, don't fucking play these dumb games with me, trying to give my shifts to other people, not even tell me. Like, hello, that makes no sense. He said, yep, got your check here. Oh, okay, thank you. I've worked for you for 6 fucking years, and that's how you tell me I'm fired. I literally have to ask you, and you tell me, yep. Like, where's the fucking compassion? Like, I wasn't fucking there for the last 6 fucking years. And then my coworker, I feel horrible for her. She's been there for 16 fucking years. Now we both fucking hate that job, so it's like great. Like to have a new job now, but it's like, what the fuck? Like, that's so fucked up, dude. What? Makes sense. Fire the 2 fucking people who have been there the longest and actually care about their jobs and get shit done. But keep all the other fucking people that don't do shit around there because they're your fucking buddies. Oh yeah, it's because her and I didn't care for him. She was a bitch when she had a reason to be. I just didn't fucking talk to him because I don't give a shit. And of course, we're the ones that get let go. Well, you know what? Fuck you. Have fun when your fucking business goes downhill because you got rid of the 2 people that actually cared about their fucking job and the customers and did the fucking work. So also, y'all don't want to eat there anyways, Trevi's Pizza in Marlette, because they fucking blow their nose and go to the bathroom and not wash their fucking hands before they make your food. So just so you guys know, it's all gonna go downhill. I don't really give a fuck anymore. Fuck you if you're seeing this, because that's fucked up. I've gone above and beyond for the last 6 years with my job, doing 2 jobs at once, actually, to help people out, all for fucking $12 an hour, and this is the way I get fucking treated. I'm not even 100% pissed at my boss because he's not the one that made the decision, but at the same time, the way he fucking told me and the way he's been treating me, like, I don't give a fuck what the reason is. Like, that's just so fucked up. Like, couldn't even have the decency to have a conversation with me. I was the one that was always expected to do better, to go above and beyond, but everybody else could do whatever the fuck they want, get away with everything. Makes no goddamn sense. Anyways, don't work at a restaurant. They don't give a fuck about you no matter how long you work there and how hard you work, because they can just replace you. And unless you're all buddy-buddy with the owners and managers, they're not going to care about you, even if you do a better job. So, yeah. Goodbye. Fuck you. So if you guys want to follow me and help me make some more money on social media, that'd be awesome, because I've already been trying to apply to a bunch of jobs over the last couple months and haven't found shit. But now I'm actually out of a job. So that's where we're at. Yeah.
If y'all didn't know and didn't see, UPS and Amazon is finna lay off over 20,000 people. 20,000 people. So that means everybody is literally finna be applying. Everybody is finna be literally applying for the same job. So that means if you apply for something, it's about a few more people that's applying for another job. When I tell y'all the ones that voted that orange man in office, okay? Not me. Y'all did that. And now y'all see the outcome of it. It's so terrible right now because we're finna hit a super big recession. Like, I'm telling you, $15 for people, if it's not more than $20, $25 an hour, if you don't have a degree, none of those things, it's really not gonna matter. You're gonna have to get in where you fit, and that means getting any job that they have. And it got so bad, but y'all should have thought about this before y'all voted.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but if you're graduating college in 2026, there will be no job waiting for you. I'm sorry, but it's just the sad truth.
I might as well take off my lashes because at this point I've cried them all off. I restarted this video 4 times because I'm so angry and so fucking sad. This is America. I never thought that out of all the accomplishments, out of all the years, I've been with my job for 7 fucking years. I never thought that the reason why I would end up losing my job was not because I wasn't a good employee. Because my boss literally was just raving about me last week about how she was playing my calls as an example for other people to listen to. Not because I'm a bad employee, but because my son with level 2 autism could be heard very slightly for less than 10 seconds on a call that was 20 minutes long that the customer didn't even notate or say anything. In my home, because I work from home. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Put my child outside? I work a night shift from 3 to 11:30. I can't even get unemployment because I work a second job. I've been busting my ass since almost a year now, since February of last year, working 80 hours a fucking week. 80 hours a week just to make it. And now what? What the fuck am I supposed to do? I feel like I should be able to fight back against this, but I don't know how. And I don't even know if I can.
This is absolutely messed up. Companies like this shouldn't fire people just because their kid is in the background. It is so ironic and it angers me sometimes to hear companies say we're a family, how all employees are part of the family. And yet when a family member makes a mistake or has other issues in their lives, the companies won't even try to find out what's going on in their lives and how they can help. Instead, most of them just use the simple route of punishing and penalizing employees by firing them sometimes. This is not how a family treats each other, and if you have family members like this who treat you like this, maybe it's time to think about getting away from them for good.